Oh, so the cable car is, a bone of contention for a lot of people out there. And again, last night, the Hobart City Council have voted no. They won't go for the latest iteration of the cable car.
Going once, going twice, sold! You're listening to The Property Pod.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Property Pod, your weekly engagement into real estate here in the Hobart marketplace. I'm your host, Aaron Horn. I'm killing it with the intros. There's no doubt in my mind that I've got it every time from here on out.
Smooth as butter.
I actually feel it's a bit repetitive these days and you need to change it
Oh,
up.
you want to mix it up? All right, now that I've finally nailed it down, I will endeavour to come up with something new just for you. Next week, Pat, watch this space. There'll be something brand new.
It would have been good this week with Olympics and all. You could have gone all Olympic gold.
Ah, damn it. All right, let's start again. All right, guys, welcome to the Property Pod. It's a golden week and a golden time. This is a golden opportunity for you to find out all about real estate here in Hobart.
Oh, damn.
I'm your golden boy, Aaron Horn, and I'm joined by my silver and bronze buddies, Patrick and John.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We deserve that.
I stand corrected. You're unstoppable at the moment.
There you go. You can't bring a good guy down. Johnny Mack, let's talk your attire. For the people out there that can't see, John is in his McGregor tartan.
And the tradie blunny boots and hard yakka trousers.
Yeah, what's the story? Have you jumped ship and you've joined the
No, this
carpentry?
is one of those comedy berries that started yesterday, where everything is outside of my control, led me to not having time for a shower this morning.
I wondered what that smell was.
So last night when we got finished late with an appointment, and then we got home, and with the bathroom being renovated at the moment, we found out that the builders, the builder, these guys, when waterproofing, had forgot to strip back the room properly, so that you could just physically see the waterproofing coming off the wall. And so when the builders come back, then he's brought his son as well, and four of us are just carving into this bathroom, trying to get it all prepped ready for Friday for the tilers to come in. So then we were late last night stripping it all back, which is a hell of a job, and then we put the primer on it, heated it, and then this morning had to get up and put the waterproofing in. So that was just as we were about to finish that, I got a call from the property stylists who are at the property in Moona that they're doing this morning, stuck in the pouring rain. And what had happened, when they came to get the keys yesterday, they got given Unit 20 instead of Unit 23. And so I've had to drop the house, drive into Glenorchy, grab the keys, drop them off to Moona, and then I found out I don't have enough time to get dressed ready for the property pod. So I've driven straight back to here.
So here we are.
You know, it's only a phone call, John. You can say you run live. It's not live, mate.
Hey, but we've got things to do, anyway.
Well, mate, you look like you've got things to work on, sort of thing. So you've you might not be cutting deals today, but you might be cutting some pine or something.
Yeah, exactly.
To work on that bad boy. Thanks for that. I'm a golden boy. I've got this week. I'm all good. I'm pumped up on Olympic energy, and I know you are. You've been all about the Olympics.
Yeah.
You've been falling asleep on the couch late at night, getting in trouble from your wife.
Pretty much every night since it started, I've been up to God knows what time. I can't get enough of it. I just love it.
No, it's good.
Olympic comes around and I'm just all over that shit.
And it's once every 4 years too, so you got to lap it up where you
And
can.
you know what's even better? Next time around, it's only once every 3 years. And next year's we get winter because we've already lost a year, John.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So next year there's
Winter
next year Winter Olympics. Yeah, Winter Olympic Day World Cup.
Like February or something, like really early in the year.
So where is that? Do you know the
I
venue?
can't remember that.
No.
I just thought it was really cool that Olympics just keeps giving.
Well, speaking of giving, how amazing is it? Our little Tassie swimmer, superstar Ariane Titmus, winning gold.
Yeah, that's so
did you guys clock the celebration of her coach? It's gone
I don't
viral.
think anyone. Oh, you missed it, John.
No, what?
You haven't seen the guy going Ultimate Warrior on the pole? No. You've got to see it.
He's been doing too much renos if he's not saying.
Yeah.
You literally have to open up your phone and it just sits there.
All right.
You
so-
open it up there and have a quick look at it now while me and Pat talk Olympics. Ariane Titmus, Tasmanian, born in Launceston, left at the age of 15 to go and kind of say, like, I'm going to make a real crack of this, really try and go for gold and be the best in the world. And wow, smashed it.
Absolutely smashed it.
I saw.
John's just watching the video, everyone. I guess we'll just wait while he does that.
So yeah, that's gone viral over the last few days, and people have been making memes saying, when someone shows up to a party with a cob loaf,
Yeah,
that's the celebration.
My favourite one having kids was Monday, first day back at school. I was like, yeah, baby. See you later, kids. You'll get that when your kid's a bit older, Aaron.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll remember that. No, so it's crazy. The Olympics are really in full swing, and it's amazing to see.
We've lost John for the rest of the episode now. Well done, mate.
It's amazing to see a little Aussie battler get up there and win gold. And speaking of little Aussie battlers, Pat, I know you saw the ABC, I don't know if it was a Twitter war or...
I don't know if you saw this, John, but probably didn't because you didn't see that, so there's no way you saw this.
I haven't seen all the good stuff lately at all.
ABC Hobart put up this photo of, and it was like, is she from Brisbane or from Hobart? It was like Brisbane or Hobart because she's trained in Brisbane and became, successful in Brisbane, but was
but she's
born here in
born, yeah.
Tasmania. And it started this Twitter or this comment war on Facebook between ABC Brisbane and ABC Hobart, and it was just hilarious. And then like ABC Darwin's like chiming in, well, she did the last 3 months of training with us, so does that mean she's from Darwin?
Because that's where it matters the most.
And then Adelaide chimes in, and Adelaide's like, ABC Australia, the kids are fighting again. Can you sort it out, Mum? And like all these different ABCs from around the country are just like all feeding into these comments, and it was very good.
It was very amusing, very amusing.
I guess the media controllers at who do the Twitter account is just waiting for a moment like this where they can just run with it.
I'll tell you what, some of those people that run social pages are
Just on
amazing.
On the
But,
money. Absolutely.
if your brother ever gives up comedy shows, he should just take residency on some corporate company's Instagram page because that would be golden.
All right, boys, let's jump into some stuff that's going on in our local marketplace. We've been discussing a local here, Tasmanian, but let's jump into this Hobart, the cable car. It's come up again. It's been a bone of contention for years and years. I actually only found out that by doing a little bit of research here that it dates back all the way to 1895. So this is...
Oh, really?
There's been an idea to put a cable car for over a century. There's this guy, the self-proclaimed Professor William John Hackett was the first to be recorded suggesting a form of aerial transport up the mountain. But through all that time, it's been an idea, and it's always kind of come up. What's the word?
For discussion.
No, that's not what I was going for.
Up for debate.
Debate.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
Golden boy. He's down to silver. That's his first gate tap. Like penalty, 2-point penalty right there, as.
The word just fell out of my head. It just wasn't there. It used to be there. It's gone. No, so the cable car is, a bone of contention for a lot of people out there. There's a bunch of people, I heard on the radio this morning, a bunch of people saying like, it should go ahead. A lot of people obviously protest against it. And again, last night, the Hobart City Council have voted no. They won't go for the latest iteration of the cable car. I just wanted to ask you guys, as agents working in the Hobart marketplace, what's your thoughts on the cable car? This could be controversial. We'll find out whether you lose fans from this.
I'll jump in.
Yeah.
I was pretty much for it. Obviously, in real estate, we want to see our city grow and our city expand to be a greater experience for everyone. And I think tourism plays a large part in that. So for me, obviously, cable car, tourism all goes hand in hand.
For sure.
I think I still am pro cable car, but over the time I've started, mountain biking, and I use the mountain a lot more than I used to. And you fast discover how many people are up there every single day, just bushwalking and just experiencing it. It's not just tourists. There are so many locals that use it. So I guess it really now comes back to, can more locals experience it easier with such a thing being there? Or... should it be left the way it is? And, you have to find your own way on the mountain, and is that what makes it special? I don't
fair
know.
enough.
But I think I still am, but I can understand why the council has voted it down because it's incredible. Like, there's always more people that vote against things than put in positive things for something. So,
especially in Hobart.
Look at any company that gets a review. If you do something bad, you're bound to get a bad review, but you have 50 people do something good and you only get one good review. So
Most definitely.
I think it's a bit the same with this. The people that don't want it are going to be a lot more louder than the people that do because they take the time to write the objections and put in the submissions and that type of stuff. So I can understand the council's probably scared to say yes. But so I think it was 7-3 the vote was last night.
It would take a brave group of councilmen to or councillors to approve something like this again. And as it says, 100 years where it's been kind of proposed. Another bit I read was there was a guy that had been given a slither of land way back when. And, you know, in the 1900s, he was given this slither of land.
Like a carriageway here.
His great relative in the 90s tried to claim, oh, well, there was no kind of exit clause on when that sliver of land was gone, so I'm claiming it.
Yeah.
So they had to do this full investigation, and in the 1930s it did kind of say, like, no, it's not your land anymore, buddy. So, so people have been trying to get this off the ground for ages and ages. Do you have an opinion, John? Do you feel like it's a good thing or a bad thing? It's something that should go ahead?
My opinion at the moment, I'd be happy for it to just not go ahead at the moment. And I guess it's only because I'm going to think of it very from a selfish perspective at the moment, because I don't have enough skin in the game for it.
Yep.
So I'll just do it as a purely selfish individual perspective, is that I can get up the mountain no trouble because I've got a car.
Yep.
You know, and I don't see the necessity to have to build. And, you know, although when you look at all the different mountains around the world where they've done it well, it integrates into there pretty well, and you don't really see it anyway. So I'm assuming that's sort of the designs that they're going for.
A lot of the argument is, the scar on the side of the mountain, and I think the organ pipes are one of the major issues that would kind of cut through there and cause a major issue with that. And
I wonder though if because in essence the only time in which we can't get access to the mountain is during 2 heavy snowstorms. So then
all of this week.
So that's when obviously the carts would be exceptionally useful to continue that tourism aspect. I don't know. Like at the moment, I'd still say no, just probably a little bit more of a conservationist element for maintaining its look and appeal. But my opinion would be open to change if the economics of it was justified exceptionally well, that would really fund more beneficial projects along the way. Like a lot of the time, if the extra funds that could be generated for it can actually go into assistance in other conservation areas around Tasmania, like it might service a greater good. Then I'm probably a bit more swayed, but at the moment, I'm probably more inclined to vote no at the time.
You're happy to sit on the fence.
Yeah.
Would you potentially experience the mountain more though if there was the option to ride a cable car, or you still wouldn't go up the mountain?
Oh, well, I usually only ever go up if, having friends visit interstate, and then the little journey up. But inevitably I would, it's the same with, part of the enjoyment of going up to Mona, for example, is going up the ferry and along the river, because it's a completely different experience rather than just driving. So invariably I'd most absolutely use it. Just as I suppose, like at the Stanley Nut, they've got that. You can either walk up a really steep,
the stairs,
really hard
or you
stairs,
can ride in comfort,
or you can ride in comfort. And I guess the thing is, because that option's available, that's why it's become such a strong draw card. And to visit the top of the mountain, the cable cars could very well do that as well. And I suppose that's where the argument comes in economically. I know it's a very non-opinion, but my opinion at the moment would be no, unless they can make it I haven't looked at it too much, but if there was a really strong economical argument, well, then I'd probably be swayed.
Well, I guess looking at it from the side of tourism, things are really slow. Like obviously it wouldn't be made right now, but things are slowing down with the COVID outbreak that's happening across mainland Australia. Another shot in the arm for tourism at the moment would be these travel vouchers, which they've discussed bringing back. So Peter Gutman's come out this past weekend, I think he was in Launceston having a chat, and he's come out saying that they're going to go for a third round of make yourself at home tourism vouchers.
Okay.
You guys crossed this?
I wasn't part of the first 2 rounds because I'm never organised enough to get on a website quick enough. So they're always gone before.
Well,
I think you had some luck getting them once.
Yeah, no, I did get some. We went and used them. We went to Mole Creek and visited a beautiful little kind of B&B thing, took our son there. But speaking of the issues that they had with the website, I believe the new system that they're planning on doing will have a more of a ballot type register your interest kind of vote, rather than being like, get on here at this time and watch the internet crash. So the idea is for it to change. Looking at it, so the new one would be a $7.5 million voucher run. Last year when they did run it, the scheme did generate $27.5 million worth of extra funding into the sector. So it was what you, I guess, would say is successful. Got people in Tassie getting out and about and getting to see their local area and give the shot in the arm to the tourism sector.
And so that wasn't that they gave $25 million away.
No,
that was that, but it just
reinjected that much money
because encourage people to spend more while they're away, while they're out, effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So spend this and do this experience, and you'll get this X back. So it was a calculated kind of expense that the government put out, but it has injected 27 million into the sector. The one thing that really sucked last time was that they were really specific on the days you could use them, sort of thing. So how many people have opportunities to go on holidays Monday through Thursday? They're the days you could use them.
Not going to happen.
So I think, don't hold me to this, but I think the next set might be available to use on weekends. I believe that may be.
Which, kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The idea that you'd give these grants and then limit them to Monday to Thursday, because in the end, for the businesses, it's not going to matter when the income's generated, be it a Monday or a Sunday, provided the businesses, the income can be produced. Like, why would it matter?
I hopefully the first one was a really good test case to say, like, yes, they kind of worked. We got a good approach on them. There were lots that went unused, which was frustrating for all the people that tried to get on them and didn't get a chance to do it. So they were like, oh, I wanted to get one, but I didn't get one. People got them and then just held on to them, sort of thing. They weren't transferable. There was no way you could kind of sell them on.
Yep.
So I think hopefully last time was a good test case. They worked out like, okay, yep, we've got this that works. Now let's do it on the weekends.
Yeah, and hopefully then they'll get a larger proportion of people that actually get to utilise it.
Yeah.
Because obviously people have probably gone, I'll take that voucher. It's like, oh, crap, no, I can't go Monday to Thursday. We'll stuff it,
Exactly, yeah. I thought I'd be able to use it. I didn't get a chance to. So, no bueno.
I think one of the things, didn't we see that just little things along tourism and generating activity, is Brighton got the approval for a brand new
Not approval, my friend. They have opened up a brand new facility.
That's
sporting.
open.
It's
Yeah,
open. It was opened,
that's right. Yeah.
Opened the end of June. It is a $6 million sporting facility at the home of the old Brighton Football Club where the Robins play.
Yep.
It looks amazing.
I love that kind of stuff because it's the same one where they did the huge update for KG5 and Glenorchy. I mean, to be able to invite that and have a much greater experience for both the spectator sport, the teams and all that stuff, like it's brilliant.
It kind of takes away, you go to the old footy club, you take your kids along, and it's that stinky smell of the, I'm going to say it, urine in the corner of the room because it's just an old cement room that had no breathability, and it's just kind of like, what's that smell, Dad? Oh, you don't want to know, son. But that's the old vibe of an old footy club is that really musky, crappy rooms.
Yeah.
To be able to get these
state of the art
facilities that are kind of really looking into it. It's a 2-story building with a gym, club rooms, male and female change rooms, a function space, dining areas, and a commercial kitchen. So I've seen the Brighton City Council have been saying, soon we'll be taking bookings. You can kind of have your 50th, your 30th, your 21st. You can have all your things coming. You could have a wedding there if you're kind of that way inclined.
Well, our business hosted numerous client nights at the Newtown Hockey Centre. Which can still do it, So they're awesome venues for it.
Which was another one that kind of got a real boost when it was kind of developed from being like, oh, look, we've got one little pitch here. Now there's 3 amazing things. It's used kind of every night of the week for the AFL 9s. It's used for so much other community stuff and, functions galore.
Yeah. And I only hope that, by revitalising the local footy clubs in different areas, it actually just encourages people to re-engage with it, on a much grander scale again, because you've actually got a more comfortable experience for both spectators and players. So rather than, like you said, you're inviting everyone to the wee smelling change rooms, it's like, you know what, it's just a little bit better these days. And you've gone to the days, I suppose, where everyone's just stuck in the car tooting their horn, which just sucks for Tassie because I think we all know, you've got those cold mornings. It's not a pleasant, at those times of the day, it's not a pleasant time to watch.
I have memories going back to being a wee little kid. I was tiny. I had tiny little stick legs that kind of had no fat on them, and you go out there for your 9 o'clock game and the frost is still on the ground and and you'd be so scared to get bumped and hit the ice. And it was like being a mighty duck. It was so scary.
like being a mighty duck.
So yes, I shout out to the good facilities. Parents can now go and be warm and watch their kids run around on the icy stuff.
Hot pies.
Look, I've got a bunch of real estate stuff here, but we've been talking for the length of an average show. So
Yeah.
are we happy just to say this is a community episode?
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
We wanted to just have a yarn. It's been a fun one. We've learned a little bit about Tassie, and we want tourism to boost. We're really happy for a little bit of development that's going on. And look, we hit a hot topic with the cable cast, so this is going to go viral before you know it.
Absolutely, yeah, and we've got opinions.
Yep. I'm a gold medalist. You guys are silver and bronze.
I'll take it.
And it's been a fun little recording.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody
Thanks,
that's been out there listening.
Take care.
All right, hooroo. You've been listening to The Property Pod, recorded and edited by 414 Media House in conjunction with 414 Property Code.
This podcast is general information only, and the thoughts and views expressed is the opinion of our panel, and listeners should always seek and use their own investigation into any topic we discuss to ensure they fully understand their own situation.
It does not constitute and should not be relied on as purchasing, selling, financial or investment advice or recommendations, express or implied, and it should not be used as an invitation to take up any agent or investment services. No investment decision or activity should be undertaken on the basis of